Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to On Track with Mike. My name is racing announcer Mike Donald. This is another video segment on OnTrackWithMike.com here at the 35th Annual Motorama Show here in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. And we've caught up with steel block late model driver Jake Jones out of Shermansdale, Pennsylvania, the owner of Miller's Racing Parts as well. Jake, thanks a lot. Appreciate you being here with us.
Hey, no problem.
Well, Jake, I tell you what, I saw you race a few times last year. You had a pretty good season last year, 5th in the points at Williams Grove, and of course finished 4th overall in the points with the Lincoln Williams Grove Trailways, that 3-track shootout that they had. Talk about your racing season last year and how did things go for you?
Yeah, well, beginning of the year we picked up a new crew chief, picked up some crew members, and we really started to gel and hit it off real well at the beginning of the season. Ran real well through most of the year. We traveled, ran Bedford, Heston, hit a Hagerstown at the beginning of the year, just traveled around a little bit, just trying to get the team to gel a little better, and it turned out pretty good. I think we only got towed off the track twice out of the 17 shows we ran this year due to driveline failures. Nothing having to do with crew, it just was fatigue with the parts and broke. Like I said, we ran really well. Enjoyed working with the guys. Learned a lot about each other and about the cars and how to make them go better and run faster. And ran real well at Williams Grove. If we didn't break or end up in somebody else's crash, we didn't finish out of the top 8.
And let's talk about that, because we're talking about we're out here at the Laser Chassis, the 43 car, talking about the new crew chief and working and gelling as a team. When that happens as a driver and there's new people that come on board, especially a crew chief situation, what's that like to readjust and be successful?
It's a learning experience. My cousin Kyle helped me for many years, and him and I worked real hard. That's who I won my championship with, trying different things, and we struggled the previous year and with some things with the car was set up. Part of it was me, part of it was a car. It was a lot of frustration. We both had kids that year, 2009, 2010. We both had kids, and we both kind of were struggling to spend some extra time on the car. So Brian came in this year and started giving us a hand, and Scott that helped me years ago come back and started helping, and a buddy of mine, Brandon from Jason Covert's 43A car, come over to help us with tires, and he didn't give us a whole lot of help at the track. Only when they weren't racing he was with us, but he was able to help us at the shop and point us in the right direction with that. So it was a big learning curve for me. I think the weakest link probably this year was probably me. The car was there, the equipment was there. It was just me getting the confidence back in me because, like I said, our previous year wasn't that hot. We didn't do that well by my standards. I felt we should have run better. I made some mental errors and just goofed. And, that's part of racing and part of being a driver and learning. I'm always learning. You never stop learning. That's one of the things Jason always taught me to do. And, like I said, Brian has been a big instrumental help with us, got us pointed in the right direction. Brandon's got us right direction with tires and a lot of other stuff that he brings over that he sees that those guys do, and has really helped us step up our program.
And, of course, we have another announcer over the loudspeaker here, so hopefully that won't hurt us too bad. But you're a former track champ to Susquehanna with 6 wins. You're also the owner of Miller's Racing Parts out of Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. You're out of Shermansdale. So balancing the business and racing this car, what are your plans going to be now for the 2013 season?
We're still looking at that. I put down and made up a schedule of all the local shows within about a 2-hour radius of our home base there in Shermansdale. And it's going to kind of depend on what we do here with Miller's and everything. We're hoping to run a pretty good full show or full deal, full schedule, maybe 30-some races. But we're not quite sure yet. That's something we're going to sit down as a team and discuss. There's some area tracks that I like. I like running some of the smaller tracks because I grew up racing Silver Springs for years and I was there from the time I was 4 months old till they closed. I raced there the first 4 or 5 years that I started racing. I started in 2001. I love the place. I like them small tracks that get ice slick. To me, that's a driver's track. You got to be cautious with the pedal. You got to be good with your setup, and you can't abuse your equipment. And I like that stuff. I feel that's where I excel at, is being smooth.
Now, do you have a website or anything where your race fans could go on and see what your schedule is going to be once you have it compiled?
Yeah, it's JakeJonesRacing.com.
JakeJonesRacing.com. And Jake, I appreciate you taking time here at the Motorama Show and give me a chance to thank these sponsors on this beautiful race car that help you get it done each and every week.
Absolutely. I appreciate it very much, you taking the time to interview me. I'd like to thank Dana Smith Racing Engines, Miller's Racing Parts, Blazer's Auto Body. I actually got to take a look. Jim's Garage, KRS Graphics. I'm sure I'm missing at least one or two, and I apologize. It's just picked up a couple of them. So.
All right, that sounds great. Now, ladies and gentlemen, former track champion of Susquehanna, 6 wins as we talked about, and this guy, I've seen him race. He's definitely a force to be contended with everywhere he goes. So make sure you check out his website as things are going to be rolling, right?
Absolutely. We're definitely looking forward to this year. I haven't been this excited in a long time to get behind the wheel, and I'm getting antsy.
All right, you heard that, fellow late model drivers. He's excited, ready to go, so serve a notice here. But we're at the Motorama Show. My name is Mike Donald. This is Jake Jones. Make sure you check out this interview on OnTrackWithMike.com. Thanks a lot, ladies and gentlemen.